Welcome back. I'm Rob Clark, joined alongside Minnesota State men's hockey head coach Luke Strand. Coach, we're coming up on kind of the halfway point of the season. How have you liked the way the team's come together so far, sitting atop of the CCHA standings here?
There's been some good parts. I won't discredit. We are working hard to become the most consistent group as you possibly can be, on the ice, off the ice, inter meetings. And I do think there's been a lot of growth on that part. Some success has followed that, but at the same time, you got to stay and hold your cards and do it right and don't skip steps, because it's easy to want to and fast forward, and it'll cost you if you do, though.
It's a really long season. I can't believe we're already almost heading into the holiday break. This freshman group, though, I want to talk about them. A lot of these players have come in and they've played a lot of minutes for this Minnesota State team. What have the freshmen really meant to this year's group?
Man, I would give them all the credit in the world. They got thrown into the fire a little bit out of injury, out of timing, early hard opponents. I think they've found their way inside the room day to day with the crew that had been here and the other guys that came in that maybe possibly quite older than them. But they've earned their stripes as far as what they do day to day, how they've learned how to practice, prepare, push each other. There's a sense of humility of the freshman group, which is fun. And then I do think every step and every part and piece that they've gotten, they all want more. And that is what you want as a coach.
For you to earn that national honor, LG Life's Good Coaches Award, that's an honor given to coaches who create supportive team environments and foster mental health awareness. Just what is it about this culture that you've kind of been able to have all of those things?
Well, culture's, it's not static. It's not a sign on the wall. It's action. So I think our staff has been tremendous about supporting players, the highest of days and the lowest of moments. On the ice, off the ice, there's been times where, man, I wish people could understand the pressure points of a college athlete now. It's different. From the advisor side, what their future career, what they're doing in school. Our kids are great in school. What they're doing in the community. I think all of those play in, but I also think they all play into a balance for the guys too, because it can't be all about hockey. You are asking for a burnout. You're asking for a tragedy, in my opinion, if it's just about hockey. You've got to find a balance of creation and the inclusivity and the vulnerability of our staff, of our players. And I would credit Mankato, the community of Mankato, because these guys have found a new home. New friends outside of the rink, in not only the campus community, but our fan and our friends of our program. That's what makes this place just a different animal, and it's awesome to be a part of.
You've earned a lot of awards throughout your coaching career, but where does that honor mean a little bit extra to you?
Yeah, when it comes from the players, I think anything that comes from players is very meaningful. I do think hockey, not to be this way, hockey's easy. It is. It's the people that play the game. Can you make them feel magical and invincible? And a lot of that is mentally. So we hear a lot, man. It's fun. It's fun to see. And some of the questions they ask you, like, what part of your life did you skip to ask me that question now at this age? But at the same time, it's that relationship and that trust for each other that I think really moves the needle around here.
Augustana coming up this weekend. As a coach, I know this last weekend the game was delayed because of ice conditions. As a coach, what are some of your concerns heading into an arena that had those issues pretty recently here?
Yeah, I mean, it's easy it's not like they had a compressor that went out or whatnot. I'm sure they're on top of it. They looked good on Sunday when they played. We watched that, through the video, that type of thing. I don't know. You control what you can control. If we're playing on it, they're playing on it. I guess that'd be the other way to see it. Like, it's not like their end's better than our end type thing. So same size nets, all those things count. It's no concern. There's times actually where if it's bad ice, it might help us. They're a fast team.
Perfect. And then when we look at this holiday break, it's kind of cool because we get to see Minnesota State take on Team Switzerland right here inside the Mayo Clinic Health System Event Center. How cool of an opportunity is that for every athlete in this locker room?
Yeah, I mean when in this case the Swiss are representing the country. There's a huge amount of pride, especially the European countries, for what they represent for their hockey culture and community, and we do too. It's a moment for us to show off facilities. We've got Denmark here. We play the Swiss. That's a group of 2 countries that'll see this place around, see our community around. That they'll be really meaningful, and who knows, maybe that's an opening of a door for a relationship down the road that gets us a really good player and starts something special.
Perfect. Thank you so much for joining me, Coach.
You bet. Thank you.
We'll be right back after the break. Stay with us.